I feel like he just farted on their head. Farting on you guys' head. Killed a leprechaun in front of everybody.
I enjoyed making this thumbnail because it was each time I was just like, oh yeah, it's Jungle tormenting
Yeah.
the old man.
Yeah, and what is Jungle? I mean, you didn't even pick a modern picture of Jungle. This is as young as he's ever looked. And Phil looks as old and dangerous as he ever looked. I'm going to call this child abuse. 100% child abuse. Choco Punk. Choco. Yeah.
It's funny though. And then obviously Shinsuke decided to attack. He did pre-warn him to watch his back. He didn't.
Yep. But now he's going to tear him up. He's going to whip him with strength. You're not even here. Why aren't you here? You sent me a video package? I don't know why he thought he wasn't here tonight.
Is it a common thing, Marcus, that all Japanese guys just send video packages now?
I think it should be commonplace.
Video package.
And I don't even think it should be. I don't even think it should just be Japanese people. I think if you have a tough time with English and you need your thoughts brought out, even if you're bad at promos, you should be into this category of I'm just sending a video package. Respect me later. I don't care about anything else. And I may attack you from behind. That's all you gotta do.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, or the Kings of the Ropes podcast. Woo. I am Lord Manny Hayes, fresh off AEW All In at Wembley, and he is
Marcus, the grand finale, fresh off AEW All In Wembley, but via satellite.
I don't know why on this weekend I was on both shows this weekend as the man on the streets.
A cart that works, a cart. It won't be stolen.
Jimmy says Chicago's likely wanted to see Pepsi Commander. I'm the Pepsi Commander. However, Jungle made this way more complicated.
I just like that we were talking about, and I think a jokingly fashion, can Phil go to All In without incident? And apparently, nah. Nah. The man is just bored for drama, and he is the best person in wrestling right now. He's my favorite person in wrestling because what's going to happen to Phil? Whether he was picked up from the airport or not, Manny, which he wasn't, and he was on the train and he was lost due to AEW not sending him a car or whatnot, and not ensuring his safety to the arena whatsoever. I say it's just great. It's just beautiful drama. It's just beautiful drama. And I think everybody should, all the podcasters, all the pundits, the Twitter trolls, and everybody abroad should rejoice in the name of CM Punk, because without him, the world is empty of drama. Vince is gone. He's in hiding.
Nah, so, he's still around though. Like you'll still see Vince still keeps reminding you that he's still there.
Yeah.
Like he'll give you a little sprinkling. Here's some bullshit for you today.
Here's some bullshit. Here's a little bullshit. I was backstage. My back. I like to think that he wrote the Shinsuke and Seth story about the back. Well, I got spinal surgery, so my back is killing me. But yeah, Data B is all like, yeah, we're cool, we chilling, we're giving out Jacksonville Jaguar belts, and they're claiming they're sold out and stuff, and everything's great over here in AEW. Choke you in the back right before my match.
So Marcus seems to think it started when CM Punk landed at Heathrow.
Oh yeah.
When no one from AEW was waiting to pick him up. The car service, when he texted the number, it bounced back, so they gave him the wrong number.
Yes.
Punk decided to buy a train ticket and find his own way to his hotel. In the process, he got lost, and some fans had to help Punk on his way.
Yes.
If any of these were real fans, I would be annoyed. I'd be annoyed, but then I wouldn't get that annoyed because it's not that difficult to get around London. I feel like...
But man, Yeah.
I feel like London, places like London, New York City, possibly LA, have a good train system network.
Shit. These places, the train is for the poor, Benny. The train is for the poor. People selling you water. Let me tell you what the train's like in LA. It's bums. There's people trying to sell you shit. There's people freaking out. Public transportation is horrible. Knowing a man, me, yesterday, dealing with a crazy man that smelled like shit on the bus yesterday. We had a freak guy who was like slapping things out the air and walking up to the bus driver and whispering stuff into his ear, only to sit back down. It is weird. It is obscure. And this is train or bus. It is scary place. And if I'm Phil Brooks and I have all my gear and I'm being surrounded by people, quote unquote fans, who may hate me due to Young Bucks and Kitty drama or whatever else is going on, I don't want to be out there in the streets alone with these people. I feel threatened.
Yeah, but I say this again. I will say this. I prompt this. I don't think I even would have went the lengths he did. There's car service at the airport. He could have got a cab from the airport. I'm sure the Uber app
with my own money.
Yeah, and then I'll invoice Tony afterwards. CM Punk earns about 20 million a year from Tony Khan. What are you talking about? He's on that Brock Lesnar money.
20 million. I don't think it's 20 million a year.
That's not even so he's on 3 million. £50 maybe for Uber to his hotel isn't gonna break the bank. And I'm pretty sure the Uber app, if I was to fly to you right now, I'm pretty sure if I landed at the airport, knowing full well you ain't got a car to pick me up.
You call Uber, yeah.
I call an Uber, and I'm sure I don't have to download a separate Uber app to get to where you are.
Yeah, but you know what, Manny? I am a drama queen. You sensibility. I am a drama queen. If my company told me, hey, Marcus, you have to go work in London and tell me we're going to provide you a car, and then that number bounced back, do you know how annoyed and petty I will fucking be? I will take the train. Just to tell you, I took the train with the common folk, with these peasants out there, with the poor. I was out there. I could have been killed. And then I would bring that negative energy to that stadium and just be like, so I guess nobody else's phones work, huh? No one else's phones work because I'm bouncing back. I'm bouncing back with this number. Whose number is this? I would be so pissed and angry that I don't even know if I want to show up that day. And if I do show up, it's to tell people a piece of my mind. And I'm just waiting for something to go wrong. I'm just waiting for Jungle to even look at me so I can choke his little curly hair ass out. I don't care if it's the Bucks or Jungle or Hangman Page. Someone's going to get their ass whooped by me or chewed out because I'm petty and I'm CM Punk. And I'm holding this on for the rest of my life. I can't let go of shit. I heard on grudges for life. I'm CM Punk.
Not once did he think to text his boy, one of the boys from FTR.
Nope. You know, this would never happen if Ace Steel was with
pro wrestling.
Yeah, if Ace Steel were to be on the backstage producer, maybe I would have called him. But the rest of you suckers, I don't trust you. I am evil at this point. I am just looking for shit to just ruin my day.
Yeah.
I am I'm for a full Karen. A full Karen.
So that it doesn't even end there. It doesn't actually end there. So like as Marcus already alluded to.
It's true. True.
Why does it look like he's died? It looks like he's in heaven.
Nah, that looks like he's about to peace out. It's about to be the end credits of the movie. Like, like he just won, and it's about to plays a little cheesy.
He gets his teeth done.
No, you look way too into these profile pictures.
I mean, my new one's cool.
Be petty. See, live the. Can we call Eric E.M. Punk? Because his name is E.M. Smith. E.M. Punk. E.M. Punk.
E.M.
But,
Punk.
I'm just saying. I 100% agree with that man. Going the lengths that he went through just to prove a point.
And then it doesn't end there. So like apparently, so CM Punk and Jungle are suspended now, allegedly, because it hasn't been confirmed if they've been suspended. So we don't even know if they're gonna be there next week for All In.
If you actually Russian intelligence in the locker room, this is all a lie. Been saving that joke for all day. Talk about Miro. Yes, I know he's Bulgarian, but it was a point where he was working with Vladimir Putin, and he's telling you nothing back there happened. Nothing. This is all lies, Sean Seth. But all evidence points to, even when Tony Khan talked about it in a press conference, like, yes, there was an incident back there, and yes, I'm not going to talk about it. I was really hoping. Yeah, it was the one time I was like, oh, Tony being smart. I thought he was going to just say CM Punk and Jungle Boy did have an incident back there. We are going to investigate, and boy, can I tell you, it's juicy. But they should not dwell too much. They should be basking in the success of All In. I think they put on a really good show.
So 2 events have realistically happened in the last 2 weeks, and things that have happened afterwards have taken away from the actual thing. So like the Women's World Cup, Spain beat England, but no one's talking about that because the guy from Spain has kissed one of the players, and now she's but he was like that to all of them. It's only that female that he decided to kiss on the lips.
No, but it was forcefully, man. It was forcely. No, I see the video.
Some of the other stuff is way worse. The way he was grabbing some of them.
Yeah, he was grabbing them, putting them on his shoulder. Yeah. The man all of a sudden thought, oh man, I'm hiding with the heaven and all these girls want me.
And then you've got All In, which was a poorly booked show, but like a really entertaining show. At the same, I went going into it like this is poorly booked. It's gonna be fun. It was fun. But then this whole CM Punk drama with Jack Perry has taken away from it once again. Like All Out when that happened, the brawl out at All Out took away from the MJF's return. This is just turning into a annual thing.
And can you say something, Manny? I don't know who was wrong in this scenario. I was not there. Jungle or CM Punk. But I do say this. I know who's wrong in this next thing I'm about to say. Chris Jericho. Man, I think I'm at the point where I just can't stand this man.
What's he said now?
Hold on. It went from All In to him doing the trying to be Freddie Mercury. And I just want to say, man, you just can't sing. And this is the most self-indulgent entrance I've ever seen in my life. Just so you can say your band performed at Wembley. But on top of that, Manny, it comes to this. On Monday Night Raw, they did a tribute to the late, great Bob Barker. On top of the tributes to Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt as a follow-up from what we got on SmackDown. Jericho comes out and say, oh, how can they exclude me from that's so petty for excluding me off the Bob Barker memorial package? Who the fuck cares about you? They're talking about Bob Barker. Like, how you gonna leave me out his life? I understand you had a segment. That was a solid segment. That was a good segment of you doing the Price is Right with Bob Barker. But ain't nobody thinking about that. The man was a legendary game show host who died. Don't make it about you. Who gives a shit? You should say your nice words about Bob Barker.
Jericho always makes things about him. When has he not made things about him?
And you want to talk about the WWE being petty for leaving you out? Maybe they are. But who cares? Like, you just went on TV and said this match with Will Ospreay is bigger than anything you've ever had, including WrestleMania and everything else. You've gone on countless weeks taking shots at WWE for buzz or generation. Don't give me shit about them being petty because they don't give a fuck. They've been petty.
They really don't. Yeah, they don't care.
This is the one time where it's probably about Bob Barker. Yeah, he could have been in there. Who cares though? It's just about Bob Barker. It was about Bob Barker. I just thought, really? This is stupid. I'll turn it to the Miz at the end right there, but I don't care. It's Miz circa 2009. Really?
Shall we move on into Raw, or do you have other things you want to talk about?
JK pushes suggesting a Chevy Malibu. I've driven a Malibu before. It's giving me flashbacks of when my car was wrecked and they had to take it in. And I was like, this car isn't too bad, but it's not my car. And I've hated a Chevy Malibu ever since. Not personal. It was a fine car. Hated it ever since. And the reason we're talking about cars in the chat is that Manny posed the question, what car should I get? Because I told Manny,
I ridiculed the one. I ridiculed the one he wanted.
I was like, I'm going cost efficient. I think I'm going to commit to it. I know I'm going to look like a fool in it. I was going Kia Soul. I was thinking either a white or black Kia Soul. It's $19,000. It's affordable. I don't have to think about it. And then all of a sudden, Manny goes, you look like a soccer mom, and then sends me a picture of Postman Pat. And I immediately says, I'm not getting a Kia Soul. Thank you, Manny. Eric is leading toward Toyota. That's the next option. I was thinking of Camry or even the Adam Corollas.
He's still around.
Who, Eric? Or Adam Carolla?
Carolla?
I don't know. I remember he was like the number one podcast guy before Joe Rogan got into the game and killed everybody.
I didn't realize that I made a segment for you and then I haven't actually produced it.
Oh, I started enough with this talking. I was waiting. I knew you were working on something.
Marcus, I will disavow you as a brother if you. I said the exact same thing. I said I would judge. I would lose respect for him if he got that call.
I don't think they're that bad looking. I worked myself into this. Like at first, I was like, I would never drive that until, they're only $19,000 when I was just looking at the cars. It's cost efficient, and it can't be that bad. But then again, when you think about the main thing that was holding me back from this, right? This is probably the last car you're probably going to buy for a bit. Do you really want this to be the car? And then I was committed cost efficiency. Save your money. Save your money. You can get away with this. And then Manny suggested a Honda Civic, and I wanted to say never.
But I wanted to say, I want to let you know if you live in Tokyo. Okay, let's get into Monday Night Raw.
Is your segment not produced?
It is, but do you want to do it at the end of the show or do you want to do it now?
We can wait to the end. Oh my God. What is this? I may get it out of spite. I may do a CM Punk. Just get it.
We can do this. We can do this the quick way, or we can actually review the show.
What, the Raw?
Monday Night Raw has been the same show since Money in the Bank.
You got
Tell me I'm
right.
wrong.
I can't, Manny. As the great Patty CM Punk said, tell me when I'm telling lies. And Manny, you are not telling a lie here. Although I will say there was one difference to this show.
The Judgment Day weren't in the main event. That was it.
They were not in the main event.
That was it.
Yes. That was it. But they did start the show. There's three of them. There's three of them on my street right now. Just parked. Just so you know.
It's the safest car ever.
I swear the universe was trying to sell me a Kia Soul. It's three parked right in front of my house right now. A black one, a white one, and I think a red one or a blue one. I think it's blue. Luchador's calling for the head of CM Punk.
I felt Monday Night Raw used a tribute show to cover up the fact that they produced the same show again. No, Eric, they've been doing the same show since Priest
No.
won that briefcase.
What he's interpreting, Manny, what he said is that they added the tribute parts to the show to say we're spicing it up a little bit. What are we eating today? Green eggs and ham, but I'm gonna spice it up by giving you bacon, or giving you a side of toast with strawberry jelly. Hey, you know I'm done with some strawberry jelly. But
it opened up with Sami Zayn versus Damian Priest. JD McDonough distracts Sami Zayn to allow Priest to pick up the win. Priest shoves JD at the end of the match, telling him to stay out of the Judgment Day business. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens take out JD afterwards with stunners and a haluva kick. And then this leads up to later in the evening where Finn tells Damian they need to get on the same page. Damian agrees they need to focus on Judgment Day business instead of his little friend JD.
I mean, people are just putting down JD. JD comes off as the worst person on the planet. Yeah. But I'll tell you this. I appreciate Rhea Ripley going full LeBron James on the Judgment Day. If y'all don't win this Sunday and take full leadership,
there's going to be some changes.
There's going to be some changes around here. I'm trading the whole team. Me and Dom are holding our end. We holding it down. I'm not defending my title, and Dom has an NXT title. Y'all ain't doing shit but fighting and holding the team down. And I 100% agree with her. And I don't care if she does have a Beatles haircut at this point.
Kevin and Sammy are sick of the Judgment Day. So at Payback, they'll have them in a Steel City street fight for the tag team titles. Do you think they're going to win the titles? Because Kevin and Sammy haven't really been able to do anything with these titles since WrestleMania, winning them at WrestleMania. And it's unfortunate.
And the tag team division has been fighting the Viking Raiders at this point. That's kind of the prize of tag team wrestling. The prize of tag team wrestling, I got to fight the Viking Raiders. It doesn't matter. New tag team, regular tag team. The New Day left for, 6 months? I don't know how long Coffee was out, 6, 7 months, whatever
it is. Yeah, they missed WrestleMania as well.
And they were the last time they were seen, they were fighting the Viking Raiders in the Viking jungle boat match or whatever. They come back and they're doing the same thing. And now losing to them, and then Drew back. Like, I was like, oh God, the tag team division is a shambles. Chad Gable's a singles wrestler now. Takes them out. The Street Profits are trying to find themselves. And it's a shambles. And I was like, I wish WWE cared about their tag team division like AEW cares about their trios, their tag division, and maybe
they don't care about their tag division.
No, they don't. They care about it on Saturday night, Manny.
That was it.
That's it. They don't care about it any other day. They don't care about the TBS title either. I don't know what happened to Statlander. That was Jade Cargill's title, and that title was dead.
Ruby. She's facing Ruby Soho at All Out, I think.
Let me say this, Betty. If I'm facing Ruby Soho at All Out, I don't have a match. You just wasted time. You may as well put a video package up.
Much like how Ruby Soho wasted money flying to London.
What was the biggest word? Ruby Soho or the Kingdom?
The Kingdom didn't even.
They didn't even make it to the ring.
The Kingdom.
Yeah, they didn't even make it to the ring. I bet you they got a car to pick them up. I don't even see how Punk was looking at. You just see him in the backstory. I bet you they got a car to pick them up. Hey, Matt David, how'd you get here?
You piece of shit.
Yeah, you piece of shit. Mike Bennett, how'd you get here? Ruby Soho, how'd you get here? I'm just yelling at me. Big Show, how did you get here? Oh, are you guys one of the stars of your own show on Saturday night? No, you guys are barely fucking featured, and you guys got rides and probably the right numbers. You can all kiss my ass. I was on the train. Poor people.
The New Day versus the Viking Raiders. Riddle gives Drew a mock-up of matching tights. Drew's still hesitant on teaming with Riddle. Riddle suggests matching kilts. to watch the match at ringside. Ivar slams Kofi into Drew and Riddle. So McIntyre starts throwing desk chairs around. He takes out Woods with one.
No. I laughed. I don't know why. I'm still laughing.
Woods. Anyone else, it wouldn't be that funny because it was Woods. It was a little bit funny.
He threw that chair. I just started laughing, going, "Oh no, that's not how you do this. That's not how you do. This is how you know Drew is not a licensed tag wrestler. You get hit in the chair and then you try to land your move or something, interfere in the match. You don't throw a chair at anybody,
let alone a desk chair."
Yeah. Can I also say throwing chairs was a lot of people's Achilles heels this week, as in Trish Stratus was throwing chairs later in the night and hit Zoe Stark in the face. What are you doing? I'm still doing. I don't care. Stop throwing chairs. Crazy mayhem. I don't know if anybody's seen that episode of Boondocks.
Drew explains it was an accident in the back, which Kofi says no, he knows cheap shots isn't what Drew is about, and says it's all good, and Drew tells Riddle that they're going to take care of the Viking Raiders problem next week. Why?
They're not a problem, people. They're not a problem for anybody. You guys are just bored and have no storylines. That's how I'm booking it. Man, if we were booked on Monday Night Raw, Triple H would say, "You guys ain't got nothing to do, huh? That's a shame. I guess you're going one-on-one with the Viking Raiders and you're going to win."
Oh, man. We're going to win?
You're going to win.
Go to the pay window?
Yeah, but next week, you're going to lose.
Marcus, I feel like getting a win over the Viking Raiders, when you go to the pay window, you're still getting the loser's purse. I don't feel like it's a real winner's purse.
No. This is a customary check. And you look at your check and be like, "Hey, this looks like my normal appearance fee." Yeah. We added 50 more cents because you bought the Viking Raiders.
No, I feel like Bernice at the pay window goes, "I'll drop him another 10. I'll drop a little 10 because they went against the Viking Raiders."
And then talk about, "Don't forget my tip." You fucking bitch. I got paid nothing tonight. I fought the Viking Raiders.
LA Miz came out. Miz pretends to be LA Knight and then tells everyone that anyone could be LA Knight. It's generic and it's vanilla and anyone can pander to the crowd. When he beats LA Knight, when he exposes him, the party is over because we don't cheer losers. Everybody will be immortalizing whose game it really is. The Miz. Yeah.
Yeah. On Miz impersonations, Betty, where do you put this? From this and The Rock and what's his other one? He had another one. He has others.
I think this is the best one. Yeah. Because he did Cena as well, but he had Tyler Breeze be Nikki.
Tyler Breeze?
Yeah.
You mean Maurice?
No, Maurice didn't dress up. Did you?
Oh, I was talking about their tag team mixed tag feud when Maurice was dressed up and she was like, "John," and then Maurice was a better Nikki Bella. We were like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I rate this. I thought this was pretty good, but I thought The Rock's, because he had that whole audience shook thinking that was him. The Rock was coming out. He had him shook. He did not blackface, but Samoan face that night. And by not really doing anything, he just tans himself up really dark.
Marcus, for this next segment, do you want to should we both stand up and stand on a table?
No, someone needs to tell Gunther to stop this. This is madness. This is madness, Manny. Can someone tell him he's still more elevated in the ring? But no, he goes to the in-house table, stands on the table, and says,
"You know what? He could even stand on the second rope, and he'd still be higher." I don't know why he needs to be this far away from everything.
Why is he putting his ass in Michael Cole way bare face in his underwear? But what he said was truth. Judge Gable, you may have beat me in a match, but it was by count out. That is, so and you didn't win the title. Yeah, you didn't win the title, so you achieved nothing. It's like winning nothing. You are a loser. And next Monday, I will defeat you and continue the streak. My favorite story around this, Manny, and I only read the headline. I don't know the details of it. Honky Hog Man believes WWE is shortened his reign. They shortened his title reign. And I go, are you serious, Honky? Are you serious? I'm sorry. I'm on a personal name. I get to call him Honky.
You're on first name basis with him, Honky. Yeah. I know you're on a first name basis with him.
I'm on a first name basis with Honky. And I go, are you serious? Why would they do that? How many more days you think you got, Mr. Honky? Mr. Talk Man? Mr. Talk Man?
Mr.
It's worse. Mr. Talkman is worse. Mr. Talkman, how many more days you think you got?
You calling him Mr. Honky is not any better.
I don't call him Mr. Honky. I'm calling him Honky. Okay. The man calls himself Honky Tonk Man. I can't call him Honky. If he in the back, do you have to say the full name like a pimp named Slickback? Second Boondock reference. Oh, like you gotta say Honky Tonk Man, or can I just say Honky or Tonk Man, Mr. Tonk Man? Can you come this way? Like Miss Tony Khan had a
Mr.
car waiting for him in London. Do you have a sign that says Mr. Tonk Man?
I bet you Honky got a car.
Honky definitely got his car. You wouldn't see him in his Elvis outfit in the train. Oh, Eric says, who's more pathetic, Honky or Jericho? I'm going to say Jericho because I didn't read the Honky story to know that his days were saved. I just read Honky Tonk believes that he'll be shorting his days, and I went, the fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't even follow it up. The problem with that was I would never even follow it up.
Yeah, I didn't even click the link. I would have had him. I would have said, fine, because it's the longest rated Intercontinental champion tonight. I don't care. Fuck it. We sure wants to shorten your days, Honky Man. It's over. Ah, Jesus Christ. Jericho just made me sick, though, with the Bob Barker one. I was just like, oh, really? Are we going here? Manny, are you getting that Jets championship belt, by the way? Are you getting that?
No, I'm not. Someone already asked me, and I went, no, because that belt looks shit in the first place. Like, all those NFL title belts look terrible.
I don't like any of them. But
none of them look good.
If I saw one of my players carrying it, I bet you I think it looked pretty cool. It'd be like watching them drive a Kia Soul.
I've already put in my group chat, the Jets group chat I'm in. I was like, if any of you buy this and I see you walking around with it, just know you have to defend it. And let you know, I throw chairs and I throw elbows.
Yeah. Do you think these are going to sell well? This is the first year they've actually done this for sport. I believe they're actually going to do pretty good. They're like $500, but I think...
But there are loads of NFL super fans that would buy this stuff.
Yeah, like complete their set. That's what I think it's gonna be sold. Okay, I wouldn't personally get one. I even told myself I would get one if I had like a belt shelf and I had money to just dispose in like a case. Like if I had other championship belts in there, I would have that just complete my collection. But never. So but I can see that sporting events around an arena. Oh, man,
I got this because I was bored. Inside is a 20% off voucher on Fanatics. So if it appears on Fanatics National, I could probably get 20% off it.
Yeah, but Manny, I would say save your money, save your pounds for when they release the opening season of the Premier League. I can get a Man United belt, which will probably look better.
They won't do that. WWE wouldn't do that. I don't think there's a market for that in football in comparison to the bigger market of American fans with loads of disposable income for that stuff.
I feel like that was a shot at America, and I don't know why.
No, because these like when I look at Fanatics, just the American site, the amount of stuff on it in comparison to the international site. The international site is just like jerseys and a little bit of what's on the normal site. There's so much stuff, fan stuff on that site. That's like, this is obviously targeted to super fans.
Yeah. Fools, as I call them, Manny. Fools.
Ludwig Kaiser versus Chad Gable. It was a good match, but the finish took it away with Vinci causing a DQ, breaking up a pin, and Imperium taking out Gable at the end.
Yeah, good old fashioned mugging. But we've gotten this in previous weeks. We can move on. Hey, do you think Maxine's going to turn on him?
I hope so, because I want the fucking male models back.
He's never getting that back.
And I think they're being repackaged. They're being repackaged, and it's the worst.
Hate it. I miss Mensei and Mensoir. Dark time.
Seth Rollins demands Shinsuke say more mean things to his face. Shinsuke comes with a video package. He doesn't want to just beat Seth Rollins. He wants to dismantle him. He wants Becky to know that he is the reason she has to help him out of bed. That he is the reason he won't be able to walk his daughter down the aisle on her wedding day. He will break him because he can be broken. His body has betrayed him. He will destroy his back and put him out of his misery.
Yeah. At the same time,
like, a video package.
Yeah. But at the same time, Manny, this video package, you gotta appreciate that he was just doing martial arts in there, kickboxing. I wanted to see something cheesy in which he's working on people's backs. I wanted him doing back break. I wanted him throwing him with footage where I'm working with Roddy Strong, king of the messiah of the backbreaker.
You're in trouble now. Face blood out because face blood out because he can't be on WWE TV. Just blur.
Yeah. And, did you see the shirt, Roddy? He's like, ah. And then you also, I wanted him reading Batman comic books like when he was fighting Bane and just going in. I was fine with the video package. It works better, and I actually enjoyed this segment overall.
I feel like Eric could have produced this, and you could have edited to make it very look cinematic. I would have had a picture of Bane breaking Batman's back on the wall. Shinsuke does the backbreaker, and then he looks up at the picture. That's
so cheesy.
Cheesy enough for you to want it.
Yeah. You know, spicing him with the martial arts kicks and stuff, and apparently Shinsuke wore a gi. Yeah, they wore it probably 400 years. Wore that gi to LA. Last time he wore that gi, LA Knight was 25 years old.
Seth wants to know what happened to Nakamura of the past, but he has broken his back, and he's not going to and his broken back is not going to stand in the way of beating him at Payback. Shinsuke takes him out again with a sneak attack.
Yes.
We had Ciampa versus Bronson Reed. The match was okay. It just kind of ended abruptly with a weird roll up.
Yep. The roll ups have been going around. They're contagious. This feud's still going on. And is this Gargano thing playing out on TV, or is it just a Ciampa thing online?
I think it's which Gargano thing? The Gargano we need to find Gargano.
Yeah,
but it's giving me glimpses of '94 when Leslie Nielsen and the other guy were looking for the Unreal Undertaker.
Yes,
but they're not putting this online. They're not putting this on the show, which I feel like it should be on the show.
It doesn't fit the show. It was just like, oh, and it doesn't. This didn't fit his promo last week where he was like, "I'm tired of being second fiddle" and all that. You're doing the same shit. You're still feuding with Bronson Reed in the non-mid card, the lower mid card. I don't even know what card this is.
Just a card. Then, so at the top of the show, there was a Rhea Ripley, no, not Rhea, a Raquel Rodriguez video package. She said something that stood out to me, Marcus, which just seems really stupid. If Rhea wants me to stop getting involved in her business, then Rhea needs to stop taking advantage of her strength and size. Why? Why would she need to stop doing that? That's what that makes her a champion.
Yeah.
Are you
Hold
stupid?
Hold on, Shaquille O'Neal. If you really want me to stay out your business, you need to stop posting me up and backing me to the basket. Stop taking advantage of that. No. What are you talking about? Get out of here. You throw your weight around. You throw your strip around. That's like telling Rey Mysterio, I respect you more if you slow down. And I'm talking about young Rey Mysterio or something.
Don't use your speed.
Beat me without your speed.
And then
don't hit me with that brass knuckles.
Rhea Ripley has been saying the same thing for like 3 months. So just insert what
I got a snake in my boots.
For the last 3 months. Yeah, just reinsert what I said for the last 3 months about what Rhea Ripley said to her opponents. It's the same stuff she said to Natty. It's the same stuff she said to Liv.
Yeah. All hospitalized at this current moment or something.
Yeah. We get the Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark street fight. It was actually surprising and all right main event.
I was fine.
Very repetitive. For a show that was very repetitive.
Yeah, I was fine with the main event. I hate that we want tables chants in every match now. It just annoys me. And it takes me out of it. It like some of it seemed disjointed at times, but it was solid. I thought their table spots looked more painful than they should have been. I feel like they didn't hit any of the table. They would hit their back on the back or shoulders, and their butts or knees would hit the table barely. Trish, I thought, killed herself. And Becky cried at the end in honor of Bray Wyatt. Very dramatic.
Yeah.
I felt bad at the end. That ending of her crying and holding Bray's thing, I felt like that was something that it kind of hits because it's like, oh, she's still grieving over this. And I don't even know if she should have been out here with this match, but she came out with it anyway.
No, it's fine because at the end of the day, if she didn't want to do it, they could have postponed it.
Yeah.
Or at least
it made me sad. I feel it made me uncomfortable.
Do you know what? Sad. It made me sad, but then it was the follow up of how Bray died that came out, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
Where he died in his sleep. Because he wasn't wearing the defibrillator that he was asked to wear. And that's more sad than anything. It was just like he may have just had one night where he didn't want to wear it. And then
it's like nothing's happening. I'm just uncomfortable when I sleep or something, something stupid. And this is a tragedy. Just man went for a nap and never woke up. It's just like that hurts. That's just like, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm glad we ended Raw on such a somber note. After talking jokes about
it's a good thing I saved the thing that I was gonna show you.
Oh, now. Thank God, because I thought we were gonna end this moment of silence and sadness.
I mean, Raw was exactly the same for the last 8 weeks, so since the start of July. So yeah, it was there. Payback is this Saturday. Yeah, I mean, it's all recycled matches and everything, with the exception to Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark, but that has happened before.
Yeah, but you know what? For this week, I give them a pass on this one. I mean, it is. Everybody's traveling with heavy hearts with the Bray thing, so it's easier to recycle and repeat and stuff like that. But also, shout out to Tony Khan for giving people Dynamite off if they want to go celebrate the life of Bray Wyatt at his. I'm assuming I think he's having a service on that day too. So he says he's giving people that day off.
Tony, there's a lot of people that were in WWE over there that will probably want to go to the service. So
yeah,
it's a smart move. And in all honesty, don't expect much from Dynamite this week if that's the case, if a lot of people are going. I know you've also got CM Punk. You've also got CM Punk and Jungle next.
CM Punk, I'll come on Dynamite. No, Punk, please. Please stay home.
So Marcus, I've got a game for you.
Okay.
So we can call this Tales of Thirst Trapper Jones or the Tales of the Coochie Monster.
I don't want to hear about the Coochie Mama or his monster and his tails.
All right. So I want you to play a game called Is This a Fan? Who's the fan in this situation?
Okay.
Yeah. So there's Manny and Nina Samuels.
Yep.
Manny obviously looks like the fan.
Yep. Manny
right?
looked like he got clearly a cookie in this one, and he was happy to take another picture.
And I had to crop this because it also actually adds more to the Coochie Monster gimmick, because that was outside the ladies' toilets where she decided to set up a gimmick table. And then I'll show you this one. Who's the fan in this situation? It's not me. I'm not the fan in this situation. It definitely does not look like me. It looks like I signed that. It looks like I signed that.
And they were like, "Wow, I met the Lord. I met the Lord." And I told the man, "Tell me a penis joke." That's my son. That's my boy. Yeah, she looks like she's more like you signed something.
Okay. Session Moth Martino.
I'm going to say she's a fan due to leg being cropped up. Yeah. Due to leg being cropped up.
I got in trouble because of this photo. I didn't take this photo either.
So that's what you're doing in those shows. You treat these wrestling shows as strip clubs, Manny. They're not. These are wrestling shows. These are athletic competitions.
There's this other one. That just looks like two Asians together, right?
Looks like a nice night out. It's like, who are these people? It's like, oh, they had a good night out.
And then finally, this one's a bit more confusing because the person is in wrestling gear. Mm-hmm. But because I tower over them, it looks like I'm the fan. I'm not the fan once again.
Yeah, you look like CM Punk this is CM Punk on the train. You take a picture of me. It's the poster. It's the autograph poster. Eric, as your attorney, he did not expect that leg to come up. No one asked for the leg. Ah, damn it! This is what you turned this photo into. I'm gonna take it back, but yeah. So it seems like you're getting closer and closer into this Pro Wrestling Eve riot, Manny, that I now am subscribed to on YouTube, and I've watched, and I go, oh, this is what Manny's at. And I see Manny in the background in one of the shots, and I go, there's Manny! Yeah. Your head was shining a little bright that day. I'm just saying.
Wait, which one did you watch?
I forget. That was one of the recent ones or something. I don't know what it was, but you were in the background. I saw you were just sitting in like the middle bleacher, I think, somewhere. I don't know. They're fighting in the stands. I don't know what was going on. Can't even tell you who was in the match.
And there's a new picture. And there's a new picture.
Hey, man, did you get your teeth done?
That's what you're talking about. My teeth are fuck compared to Eric's.
I just said that because you said the Eric. They all look the same on my screen. They look the same.
No, look, Eric's teeth look near perfect on that.
You guys' teeth both look perfect. Teeth 1 or 2? By the way, I love Io Sky. So do we. Thank you, Cinco the Don.
Unfortunately, she's just never on TV.
She's on SmackDown
as the champion. What? I've seen her once.
Yeah, that's all you need. She doesn't have a pay-per-view match.
Are you surprised?
No. That's like me being surprised Phil Brooks choked somebody in the back at the biggest stadium, the biggest wrestling show of all time. Someone had to get it.
That was a historic chokehold. What are you talking about? That will go down in infamy.
I can't wait for Dark Side of the Ring, CM Punk, AEW, or whatever the hell they call it. Because
CM Punk would need about a whole series devoted to him with like 10 episodes.
Yeah. He gets a 30 for 30. Do. What if I told you this man will fight over anything? The pettiest man you have ever seen. Probably the highest paid guy in the locker room. Not happy enough. Controls his own wrestling show. Not happy enough. Probably works the schedule he wants to go. They go to his hometown, Chicago, like every other week. Not happy. Nothing makes this man happy. But then again, I still side with him. I side with him.
No, I honestly think some of these young guys are actually going out of their way to annoy him, so he eventually just quits, or has an outburst enough that it goes, okay, enough's enough, Punk, you got to go. I think they're doing it on purpose.
I feel like this Jungle Boy thing was like, what? Like, I feel like you probably got Punk in a bad mood to his travel, which he's probably just like, whatever. But he'll go out and work. And then here's Jungle Boy talking about, we use real glass or whatever the fuck, bringing up some shit. And just went out his way to just piss him off. And I'm like, fuck you. I'll beat the shit out of you. I don't care. You're a 20-something-year-old man. Although he's 20 years older than Jungle. I think he should.
Do you know what the problem here is, though? Do you know what the problem here is, though? I think Jungle is going to end up making a name out of himself because of this thing. Not because he deserves it. I don't rate him at all in the ring.
No. He's not in my top 50 wrestlers right now. He's not. He didn't even make my top under 30 at this point. When we were doing that list on ETE,
he's too scared.
Yeah, when we were doing that on ETE,
he's too scared.
Never considered him.
He's too scared to be out there.
I heard Brian Pillman started NXT today. Good luck with that. Watch him mold him.
Marcus, maybe. Shawn Michaels might be able to drag a personality out of this man. Might.
I like watch, and then like watching something completely different than he is in AEW, and then we're gonna have Levi go. It's like, you're biased. You hated him in AEW, but he's good now. I don't know what happened. I don't know, but I doubt it. I don't see anything there.
I think there's a difference though. He was given a little bit of a free run in AEW, and not viewed as a star that they should invest in. I'm guessing the way he left MLW and all that stuff. He was more of a hassle than anything. So they didn't really invest enough time in him. I think with WWE's NXT developmental system, I think they're going to devote to working on a character before they let him go out there and just be, oh, I'm Brian Pillman's son. Kind of shit.
They got to call him.
So it may work out for him a little bit.
Rick or some shit.
It's going to be a tough one. Yeah, it's still going to be a tough sell. Because like at least when Levi came with us with the criticism of Cody, I feel like at least I knew what Cody was and could do before when he came to the E. It's not like he was doing anything different in AEW. I feel like we've seen an evolution of Cody where he's more of a. I
think it's more control.
It's not even that he's in more control. I think he knows.
No, he's in more control now.
Yeah, WWE is in more control, and there's an emphasis on him.
Yeah.
Whereas when he left WWE, where he was Stardust and whether he's just going to be Cody, you didn't know what direction he was going to go in and not. He seemed lost, but then like on his journey, he seemed to found his way and who he is as a performer. Like Drew McIntyre when he left, and then came back. But he's lost now.
With that being said, Brock Anderson is also as
Brock Anderson is terrible.
Yeah.
They let him go.
Yeah. I was like, you ain't shit. If Tony Khan was like.
But that was quiet. That was kept quiet.
Yeah, Arn only brought it up. It was like, his contract ends in like a week or so. And Tony was like, it ended like 2 years ago for me, man. Peace out. Peace out.
Yeah, the thing is, there's nothing with him. You could look at him and go, there's nothing with him.
He looks like he doesn't care. It's just like, I don't know. He just looks like he's cosplaying Arn Anderson. And Arn just wanted him off the couch. You got to do something, boy. You got to get out the house. Do something with your life. Get a gun.
That was actually one of the funniest chants at All In.
What?
Was Cash Wheeler's got a gun.
Did that happen? I didn't hear it. Maybe we were talking over.
Yeah, the thing is,
I didn't understand it.
I haven't watched back the show, But I feel like a lot of I feel like it wasn't as in sync as it would be, like in WWE.
Or maybe it's a
Like
stadium
when
show and it's harder to get that many people to.
Yeah, I think that too. But like overall, the show was really enjoyable. It is. I think it's only going to get bigger. Like, I don't. Do you know the number they flashed up on the screen of 80,000? I don't think it was 80,000. I think it was slightly less.
That's what some people were saying, and like it's the stuff being talked about. But they do have the floor seats and stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Tony Khan wouldn't lie to me.
The way they did the hard camera, I thought they were going to tape off a bit, but they taped off like a whole bottom section. And that, but I feel like that would have made up for what was on the floor.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it was anywhere near 80. I think it maybe 70, 75.
Yeah,
but that's still a good showing.
Yeah, that's still a good showing right there with the 70 or 80.
No, what I feel it is on the day of the sale, there were so many people that with so much interest, and then they tried to resell their ticket. That's what the cause of all this is a lot of the time is people will snap up tickets and then in hope to resell them, and then they can't resell them. So there's gaps. That's what there were gaps though in the sales for All In, because when I looked at it, there were still tickets you could buy. Even like the start of the week, you could still buy some scattered tickets on the floor. But I think when they come back next year, it's only going to get bigger because people are going to see what happened this weekend and be like, I want to be part of that again. This could be bigger and stuff like that. So it was a success, and like the way Tony is, if a place is a success, they continue to go back there. And then, like, I saw the graphic and told the guy next to me, who was from California, who was sitting next to me yesterday at All In. He flew in for the show.
White guy, huh?
Yeah, had frosted tips too, which I was about to make fun of him for.
I want it that way. Anyway,
I pointed to him and goes, that sign says 2024, because they didn't actually announce it. We just saw. Do you know when it's on the screen? As they were showing the graphics, I saw on the screen like in tiny letters, like All In. They're coming back in 2024, and then Tony and Adam Cole and all that announced it, and it was like, whoa, okay, looks like we're doing this again next year.
Yeah, that's a successful event. I don't know how the ticket sales are going to go for next year. Like, I think it's going to do pretty good. I don't know if they can double up or exceed, with more.
I think they may. I think they will exceed a bit more, but they obviously need to start changing their ways a bit. I think they do need to build a lot better, because I feel like they could have squeezed way more into it if they actually had a strong build to it.
Yeah.
Because those tickets were cheap, man. That top row was £30. £30 to sit in the nosebleeds.
Yep. Goddamn telemarketers getting more and more lately. What did I do?
They know you want to buy a Kia Soul. That's what they know you want to buy. They heard you want to buy a Kia Soul.
They call me. I saw you want to buy a Kia Soul, huh? You're the only one I know about. Get out of my hair, no! Damn it!
When did you get a telemarketer from the 1970s? Or the 40s? That's how I talk, see? I hear you want a Kia Soul, see?
You want a Kia Soul? Boy, buddy, I got a discount for you. I'll give you that Kia Soul for $15,000, and all you got to do is drive it and try not to feel ashamed of yourself. Jesus.
Try not to die a little inside.
Yeah.
Each time.
I'm just a man trying to just travel in the Southern California to A to B, and I'm getting ridiculed for being a little fat man in a Kia Soul. I do not look like the hamsters from the video.
I would actually get a driving license to do drive-by mockery every time you go in a car.
Hey Marcus, you're in a Kia Soul. Leave me alone.
Bam, 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 bam. Where's your kids? Where's your kids to be in that car? Bam, 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 bam.
Are you carrying mail? Do you have mail on you? Oh, Jesus.
Where's your black and white cat?
You look like a milkman. Fuck you. Fuck you all. Thanks, guys. Thank you. 20 minutes later. Yeah, I gotta get the Kia Soul. The salesman. Nah, man, it's all the rage now. Guys in their 40s are all driving Kia Souls. Get the fuck alone.
Do you know what I expect, Marcus? He's gonna go like this. Drop you the keys. You're gonna drive off. He's gonna walk back to his colleagues like, "Got him, sucker!"
Yeah, high fives. Another sale in the books.
They play the music. Dun 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 dun. Another one bites dust.
No, I think they were playing Soul Glow from what you call Coming to America. Just let your sun glow. Let it shine through you. Oh. Well, I'm not getting that now. Thank you guys for bringing out all my insecurities.
Make sure you tune in tomorrow for ETE. Still don't know what they're talking about tomorrow. I'm guessing All In.
Well, we had NWA 75, Impact Emergence, and I will try to tighten it so it's up to mainstream so people can actually watch and care. But Tyrus retired. That's good news for wrestling.
I saw a tweet. I didn't actually play the video that was attached to the tweet, but someone said, "How much did they pay to say for that chant at the end of that match?" Which I'm guessing was "Thank you, Tyrus" or something like that.
Well, man, you know the NWA fans are devoted NWA fans, and they will do that. But we will talk about. I think we should do a deep dive into the title reign of Camille that ended after 800 and something days.
Oh, did it?
Long title reign.
She's no longer champion.
Yeah, she's no longer the champion. So I think that'll be what we would probably cover the most and go into a deep dive of that. But stay tuned. Who knows? I never figure out the plot of ETE until about 9 a.m. my time. 2 hours before air.
Leave it as Monday Night Raw.
That's it.
Leave it as Monday Night Raw. Leave it as Monday Night Raw. So technically, you're working to the same time frame as Monday Night Raw.
But you never know. You may get the conclusion of Marcus car dramas tomorrow. And the reason I'm so early to get a car, because I feel like I was going to die of a heat stroke catching the bus yesterday, to be honest. I went to work kind of delirious, and I went, what the fuck is wrong with me? And I was just like, oh, yeah, you were out 96 degrees, probably a little dehydrated. Just sweating, and the bus was late. And I was like, I think I'm done with this. I think today is definitively the last time I'm on the bus. That was what happened.
Do you know what, surprisingly... we were supposed to end the show. If you watch the All In watch along, you may have seen me walking amongst a crowd of people.
Yeah.
That may have been the quickest I've ever got home from Wembley.
And you were fearing that you would be home never. And then you were like, you just got out of there.
But in football matches, they normally have horses that block you in. they to stop the overflowing of people going towards the station. So they have policemen on police horses acting as barriers. Then some of them take shits. So it's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. Horses are disgusting.
And obviously with a giant horse cock and pissing everywhere.
And slobbing and spit everywhere. It's fuck out of
here. My shoes were already covered in beer because of that guy that was the other guy sitting next to me. We already explained.
Mm-hmm.
He'd come back with 2 beers, spill 1 beer, or someone would knock it over walking across him. He'd come back with more beer. I think he bought maybe about 14 pints that day.
Well, in America, it's about $18 a beer, Manny. What would that be for you guys?
$18. What's the conversion?
Well, not even
$18.
converted. I don't know how much it is. Is that more? I guess you have to do the conversion. I was just trying to see how much did he spend, because I feel like if you bought about 4
Ooh,
or
that's
5
way
of
too
those
expensive.
things, yeah.
Is that $18 in a
We know.
stadium?
Yeah, this is Dodger Stadium prices right now. This is what they're actively going at.
Wembley
Not
Stadium
every
is
stadium.
probably the most expensive stadium. Wembley Stadium is probably one of the most expensive stadiums I've been in for concessions, and beer there was about £7.95. Considering $18 is £14.25, that's half what you would be paying.
Yep.
But they were serving shit beer. They were serving Budweiser. That was the only thing they had.
Oh, what the hell are they trying to do? Kill you guys?
Yeah, that's not good beer. And the fact of the matter is, it wasn't even by pump. They had the big cans of Budweiser, and they were pouring them out. That's why it took forever in concessions.
What the fuck kind of ghetto ass shit is that?
Also,
maybe that's why
in
it's
football
cheaper.
matches. In football matches, you aren't actually allowed to carry that beer out into the stadium.
Oh, what?
to prevent football hooliganism.
Oh man, you guys are savages. We can do that at the football games I go. I said football. The soccer games I go to, you're allowed to drink your beer on the stadium, and then once this goal scored, they just throw it all in the air, all at once, and you just covered in beer, and you just go like, "I didn't even drink. I didn't even drink. I'm covered in beer."
That's what it's like when you sit in the front row, and then Session Moth Martina comes out. It's like the female Triple H.
Yeah, how did that
go everywhere?
Yeah, covered in all this DNA.
But I'm telling you, go watch the live stream that Pro Wrestling Eve did, and watch the 6-person tag. Funniest thing I've seen, and after the week I had, the laugh I definitely needed.
I saw the clips you sent of all of it. I looked at the whole story because you sent the part of the story, and I was like, "Oh, there's more." And I watched basically the whole match. I feel like, but I will.
Yeah, it was funny, man. Yeah, the 6-person tag, and I don't really enjoy 6-person tags in the first place.
Well, man, they curry favor with you by sticking legs up in photos and pretending to be you're the number one fan and stuff. You've been bribed.
No, the thing I always love more in wrestling is the comedy side of wrestling sometimes, and this was generally funny. Like there was parts of it where it's like 4 submissions were going on at one point, and I was like, I don't even know what's going on here. How is this happening? Like, the view I had was slightly obscured because I couldn't see what was going on the front. So I looked at the screen. I was like, "What the fuck is going on there? Who's hurting who at this point?"
I will check it
out. We'll put if anything, if you want to check it out, I'll put the link in the description. So
no one reads the descriptions. No one even.
Maybe
I proved the point when I put it on the watch along. No one cares about these descriptions.
Do you know what I also in the early days I also used to write? If you read this description, put this word in the comment section, and I'll give you $25. And no one ever did.
Yeah, because I was.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Is that short circuit? Is that like a modern day short circuit?
That's a lamp. Or is that a robot or a lamp?
Nah,
it looks like a traffic light.
It's short circuit on steroids.
Damn, I can't believe Johnny 5 got on that shit. All right, but let's wrap up the show.
So Wembley took the beer from the Qatar World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fiasco on his own, right?
Yeah. So like the video, subscribe. I've been Lord Manny Hayes. He's been
Marcus the Grand Forgotten.
Who?
The grand finale.
The soul finale.
Tune in tomorrow when we talk about Jackson Riker's retirement on ETE at noon Pacific.
Jackson Riker.
Yeah, he retired officially. I'm not going to talk about that
at all. So yeah, tune in tomorrow. We'll be back also on Thursday. Saturday show is back as normal. Peace.